The Thuringian Agency for Skilled Personnel Marketing presents this input on online job application. One aspect of our work is to support people who are searching for a job, a vocational training, or an internship in Thuringia. In personal consultations and various events, we offer information and tips on job search and application. At our Thuringian Job and Career Fair, potential skilled workers can get to know Thuringian employers. The ThAFF is funded by the Free State Thuringia. This input contains information about different types of online applications, such as application by email, via social media on the example of LinkedIn, application via online form, as well as personal website and application videos as new ways of online applications. Online applications are all digital application channels. These include, in particular, applications by email or online form, but also applications via social networks such as LinkedIn, Xing, or Facebook. Additional options include an application video or your own application website. Online applications have several advantages for both applicants and employers. For example, digital applications require less organizational effort because the documents do not have to be printed out and sent. In addition, automatic responses enable quick feedback or confirmation of receipt of the application. The increasing digitalization of application processes also enables employers to make an initial selection more quickly, for example by using special programs to search the applications received for specific keywords. With online applications, applicants also have the option of including multimedia content, for example links or videos in their application. The most common form of digital application is by email. You should pay attention to the following points. Use a neutral and reputable email address, for example firstname.surname@ etc. However, you should avoid using long sequences of numbers or nicknames in the email address. The subject line is also important when sending an application by email. The subject line should make the content of the email clear, for example by stating the job title, your name, and the fact that this is an application. If you are sending an unsolicited application, state the area of the company or job you are interested in. If you have spoken to an HR manager beforehand, for example at a job fair, you can refer to the conversation in the subject line and name the documents included. All documents in the application should be put together in one PDF file in the appropriate order. You can find more detailed information on the components of application documents in our input Application Portfolio Basics, which we have linked in the video description. The file name should make it clear that it's an application and who is applying. Make sure that the file size does not exceed 5 megabytes. You can send the email including the attachment to yourself, a family member, or a friend first. This way you can check that everything reaches the recipient in the intended form. Within the email text, explain the content of the email and refer to your application for the advertised position or your unsolicited application in the attachment. Make sure you use a professional tone here and write all your contact details and your address in the signature below the greeting. It is not necessary to copy your cover letter into the email. This should be included in the PDF file with your application documents. Applications via online form are more common with larger companies. Online application forms usually contain a mixture of input fields in which you can enter your name or salary expectations, for example, and options for uploading files such as your CV or references and certificates. There are also free text fields. You can enter your cover letter in these. Some application forms also ask you to answer questions about your interests or motivation. The standardized way in which the application forms are presented usually makes it easier for employers to sift through the applications received, compare them with each other, and find the right applicants. This usually shortens the response times to applicants. In addition, it is easier to include applications via online forms in an applicant database. This gives you the opportunity to be considered in the company's other application processes without having to reapply. Social networks are also gaining in importance for job searches and applications. Let's take a look at the most important points for applications via social media using LinkedIn as an example. Firstly, of course, you need a profile in which you enter all the important information about yourself, your qualifications, experience, or work samples. It is very important that you always keep your profile up to date and present your skills in the best way possible. LinkedIn offers you the opportunity to show whether you are currently looking for a job. This lets recruiters know whether they can contact you with interesting job offers. It is also important to use a profile picture on LinkedIn. Use a professional photo that matches the field of work you are interested in. With a suitable background image, you can also show what you stand for and what makes you special. The background image can also be used to emphasize text, for example, a headline, the most important points about you in hashtag form, or something similar. You can design your background image yourself using simple, usually free available tools like Canva or OpenOffice. The info section is the first thing visitors see of your profile. Here you can briefly and concisely explain who you are, what motivates you, what skills characterize you, and what your goals are. You can get help formulating the text from family members, friends, or even a text-generating artificial intelligence. Once your profile has been created and filled with information, you can start building a network. The easiest way to do so is to use the search bar. There you can search, for example, for other students or graduates from your university or former colleagues and network with them. It is also possible to search for companies or institutions as well as keywords or fields of activity. In addition to the application channels described so far, your own application website offers you a very personalized way to present yourself and your qualifications. On such a website, you can give free rein to your creativity and show what you are made of. Another particularly interesting aspect of this option is that you can actively use keywords under which you want to be found on the internet. This has enormous potential and can significantly increase your reach. However, your application website should primarily contain your qualifications and experience, and ideally also initial work samples or references. This type of application is especially common in the IT sector. Another creative way to apply is with an application video. However, be aware that even the best application video cannot replace a cover letter or CV. In addition, this form of application is not suitable for all industries, but rather for those where creativity and proactivity are required, such as journalism or marketing. There are a few important points to bear in mind when applying by video. The film should always be professionally produced, from the equipment to the structure and content. It's best to ask a family member or friend if they can film you, or use a tripod. Companies from non-creative industries are also increasingly using application videos to make initial contact with applicants more efficient and, for example, to save the first interview. You are usually asked a few questions that you have to answer in a set time while filming yourself on your smartphone or laptop. This form of application video is much less complicated than the classic version. However, you should also prepare well here, think carefully about what you want to say, and make sure that the sound and image of your recordings are clean. Do you have questions about online job application? Further information, event notes, and advice can be found on our website. Thank you for your attention.